2022 was a big year for gaming. I played several new titles, but I also got to check out some older games for the first time. So in this video, we're going to go over my top 5 favorite games that I've played to completion this year. Be sure to comment your favorite games of the year down below, and let's go. So real quick, just a couple honorable mentions. Monster Hunter Rise was released back in 2021, so even though it was released this past year, Sunbreak is technically a DLC, so I haven't included it in the main list. I do, however, continue to have an incredible time with this game both on PC and Switch. Sunbreak adds a ton of content to the base game, including quite possibly the best map we've seen in the series in the Citadel, and multiple new and returning monsters, including my personal favorite in the series, Gormagala. Second and final on the list of honorable mentions is the DLC campaign for Resident Evil Village: Shadows of Rose. I had an absolute blast with the Rose campaign. The gameplay elements harken back to the original design of Resident Evil. I personally thought it was scarier than the main game itself, and the story connections to both Village and RE7 serve as a fantastic way to bring together the story of the Winters family. This DLC campaign is an absolute must-play for horror fans in general, but especially longtime RE fans. Alright, now on to the list. And by the way, this is in no particular order, partly because these games are all so different, and also because I literally just can't decide. I randomized them in this order to avoid any ranking whatsoever, so here we go. Alright, so first up we have Stray. When I saw we were getting a game where the main playable character was a cat, I knew I had to play it. What I didn't know is just how much I would enjoy the game. Not only do you play as a cat, but you're navigating through a seemingly post-apocalyptic world that just oozes with atmosphere. After a short time, you realize these dingy cyberpunk cities are populated with quirky robot characters, and it quickly becomes clear that there's a lot more going on than it looks like. I don't want to say much more and ruin someone's experience, but Stray is a game that, while somewhat short, has so much love and care packed into it. It's also abundantly clear that the devs themselves really understand cats. No rugs or buckets are safe. Alright, next up on the list is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Similar to Stray, this is a game I knew I would likely enjoy, but I was not prepared for how much I really liked it. If you guys remember the E3 reaction livestream, wife absolutely fell in love with Kirby when she saw the trailer. So I got her the game for her birthday, and we actually did a co-op playthrough here on the channel. Link in the description if you missed it. So my first experience through this game was fully as the spear-brandishing Waddle Dee, but I quickly started my own file to play as Kirby, and this game is just a joy to play. It's not an overly difficult game, at least at first, but the mechanics, world design, and animations make it all just so much fun to experience. This is an extremely polished game for being Kirby's very first true jump into 3D. Again, I won't say too much, but while the narrative starts out pretty bare bones, the game really takes off running towards the end and delivers some adrenaline-pumping moments and really great story revelations. I'm excited to see where they take the Kirby series moving forward. Also, we need Kirby in Mario Kart, like ASAP. Alright, so the third game on this list definitely did not release this year. Like, not even close. Most of you know the first big wave of growth we experienced on the channel was in playing through the entirety of the lineup of the mainline 2D Metroid games. The Metroid series absolutely blows me away every time I play one of these games, so this year I decided to take the dive into the 3D series, and Metroid Prime did not disappoint. The Metroid series is known for its atmospheric and isolating feel, as Samus navigates the depths of whatever planet she's on, looking to inevitably blow it up and run away. Metroid Prime shakes up the formula by providing a first-person, in-helmet perspective for the player. I wasn't sure how I would feel about it at first, and while the game definitely has its small frustrations here or there, just the fact that you can freely aim in these large 3D environments and you can't even see behind Samus anymore really amps up the feeling of unease and isolation. I had a great time experiencing this classic gem and can't wait to start the Prime 2 playthrough soon. Alright, only 2 games left. If you saw my recent Pokemon video, this entry might come as a bit of a shock, but the 4th game on my list is Pokemon Scarlet. No, I'm kidding, I'm not buying that game, dude, come on now. It's Pokemon Legends Arceus. I know, I'm as surprised as you. When I saw this game revealed, I honestly wasn't that excited. I bought the double pack of Sword and Shield, played Shield, and then literally sold both of them. I hate those games, and it really soured my feel towards Pokemon as a series. I honestly only purchased Legends to stream it because I thought I'd just kind of be roasting it the whole time and then I would sell it. I went into the game relatively blind and was shocked to find some seriously significant formula change-ups. Monster Hunter style open zones to explore, interesting and layered characters, still with no voices, but I'll take what I can get, and lots more big improvements to the series. The act of manually throwing a Pokeball, Pokemon actually damaging and reacting to the player, the actual researching nature of the Pokedex, the lived-in feel of the world, all of it really culminated into quite honestly what might be the single best experience I've ever had with a Pokemon game. At least post being a kid with a Game Boy. And that brings us to the 5th and final of my favorite games that I played this year. This is another game that actually did not come out this year. Our 5th and final game is A Short Hike. I had seen this one before in the eShop, but honestly never given it that much thought. So one week I'm looking for a game to stream, feeling kind of stressed out, and somehow I ended up landing on a short hike. Short is in the name, so I figured we could do it in one sitting. At the time I played this game, it was exactly what I needed. I was feeling kind of overwhelmed, my anxiety was doing work on me, but exploring the island, talking to all the friendly characters, and just immersing myself in this game absolutely put my mind at ease. As you can probably guess, this game is fairly well short. You could just make a beeline for the summit and finish the game if you wanted to. But something this game really reminded me of is it's not always about the destination. It's about the journey and the friends you meet along the way. This is one of those rare occurrences where I can honestly say this is a perfect game. A 10 out of 10, if you will. Everything from the art style, the environments, the music, charming characters, and dialogue, it all comes together to deliver an absolutely phenomenal experience. If you haven't played this game, you are missing out. So that's it. Those are my top 5 favorite games that I played in 2022. Thank you to every one of you who has supported me this past year. I love seeing all of your comments and hanging out in the chat and on Discord. So here's to this next year, the games we play, and the fun times we'll have together. Remember, it's about the journey, not just the destination. And I will see you guys in the next video or stream. And let's have a great year.